Breaking news coming in. Chechen leader Kadyrov has published a video with the destroyed equipment of the armed forces of Ukraine. Now, this Chechen leader said that, and I quote unquote, "We must pay tribute to the Nazis. They know how to leave their positions in advance and retreat, or rather run through the fields and gardens," unquote. He has written this, the head of this Chechnya delegation, a video released by the Chechen leader Kadyrov. That's the big news that we're getting to, the video on Republic TV.
Ахмадкум лерме патшеф. Her dokwe hokanda hatis kstui. Ahmad Silallahuakum lirme pachef. Her dokwe hokanda hatis kstui. Ahmad Silallahuakum lirme pachef. Her dokwe hokanda.
Major General Dhruv Katoch joining us on the broadcast. Good evening, sir. We're looking at a very a major situation unfolding here, wherein the Chechen leaders have thrown their weight behind Russia, and a delegation from Azerbaijan, Britain, and other countries also are joining the resistance against the Russian forces. To take us through the geopolitical situation right now in this region, how is the region unfolding, the situation here?
I think now we are looking at the end game, which is going to unfold very shortly. What has really happened, if you look at it from the beginning, the war was being fought in Ukraine, but it was being supported by NATO. So in real fact, what was happening was NATO was fighting Russia to the last Ukrainian. Now, I think President Zelensky has understood the fact that nobody is going to come to his aid. He has to fight this battle on his own, which is why I think now he is suing for peace. Ultimately, perhaps, say, within the next week or so, the way I look at it is that there will be a ceasefire which will be ordered, and it will largely take place on the terms of which President Putin has stated. That means Ukraine will recognize or will change its constitution to the effect that it will not join NATO. It will recognize Crimea, and it will also recognize the independent provinces. There will be also something to do with the Black Sea, because that happens to be the Russian lifeline to the warm waters. That is the only way their fleets can get across. So all these issues are going to be factored into the subsequent peace which comes in. The one more word about the sanctions. You see, the sanctions will be very, very effective over the long term. But this is not a long-term war. This is a short-term war. We have had it for 2 weeks. It may last another week or perhaps another fortnight, but it will come to an end. And as the Russians are closing in onto Kyiv, the resistance is going to crumble faster and faster. As of now, Russia has not used the full potential of its combat power on Kyiv or in any of the major cities. They have confined themselves to military targets. If you compare this to the havoc and destruction which was caused by the American invasion in Syria, in Lebanon, in Iraq, you will see how the pictures differ. Out there, the complete cities were razed to the ground. Here, it is only the outskirts.
So just stay with us on the broadcast, Major General Dhruv Katoch. We have a 1-minute report coming up.